Hello YouTube, this is Jerry D from Tennessee. Let's talk about some stocks today. I had a user, a subscriber, asked me about a couple of stocks, what I thought about them, so I'm looking at them and I really I was back and forth about this video. Well, let me get into it. I've got one of the stocks I do have concern about. It may be nothing, but you never know. I've been burnt on a stock because of a certain individual being involved in the stock, and they just kind of left the stockholders hanging. And this person being involved with the stock, I kind of wonder why they brought him into the group for the stock, knowing his history. So, it may not be the same person. It might be somebody with a similar name. This is an interesting situation. But let's talk about Legends Business Group Incorporated. They are OTC Pink. So financials, they've got financials. Looks like they're trying to get everything. But they don't have any revenue to show that's bringing in anything. But I guess maybe they're just, I don't know enough about this company. There's not a whole lot in the description. Legends Business Group is a company is set to take on mergers and acquisitions. We are updating the company website. Yes, they are. The website. Well, first, before we go to the website, let's talk about my concern. So I'm going to leave a link to this article. Back in 2019, April 5th, 2019, there was a Florida man sentenced for $2 million insider trading scheme based on confidential information misappropriated from an investment bank. So this is the article. Again, this may not be the same person. This might not be the same person, but the reason I'm suspicious, okay? So the last filing, and I'll leave a link down to the last filing. If you go to OTC Markets and look at the last filing, here's their disclosure statement pursuant to the Pink basic disclosure guidelines. I'm tongue-tied. Been a busy day. I'm tired, but let's move. Let's keep rolling. Legends Business Group .com. So they've got a lot of shares outstanding. 1,093,000,000 shares. So it's not low float. So the thing that concerns me, you get down, you're talking about they talk a lot about the shares, what they have. There's their transfer agent. So we scroll on down, and then we get into some details about the company. Talk about facilities, company insiders, officers, Paul Bakajan, Rodolfo Sablon, Miami, Florida. So this is the person I'm concerned about being involved with the stock. He has a good size interest in this stock, okay? Preferred 32%, 32.61%, common stock. Okay, these two guys are the same last name. Okay, I may be getting them confused. But anyway, Ricardo Sablon. I think that's the one. No, it's the first one. It's the first one. So this guy here that has 55% of preferred A, he's got 32.61% of the common stock. Number of shares owned. So this guy has been in silver court, in securities court, and they've named it on this filing. They named him on this finding a judgment by court competent jurisdiction. The Securities and Exchange Commission, Commodities Futures Trading Commission, or state securities regulator of a violation of federal or state securities commodities law, which finding or judgment has not been reversed, suspended, or vacated. So this guy is named as one of the major stakeholders in this company. He's been to court over, well, we can go back to the article. Insider trading schemes. So this would make me want to be cautious about this stock. It may be okay, I don't know. I don't know these people, I don't know this company. I've not been watching this company like I have some of the other stocks I'm invested in, have been invested in. So I was just asked about this stock, my thoughts. So one of the things you want to do is look at their filings, kind of glance over it and make sure they're on the up and up. They are OTC Pink. Okay, but one of the main players in this company is he was sentenced for a $2 million insider trading scheme. If it is the same guy. Where's the last name? Rudy, a.k.a. Rudy. That would make me cautious about the stock. Right there's his name on this article. I'll leave the link to the article, and I'm not trying to trash the stock at all. I am not. Maybe the guy learned his lesson. Maybe he made a mistake. Maybe it was an honest mistake, and he's like, oh, man, I could probably do this. I'll make a lot of money. And he didn't realize that he was breaking the law, but he didn't look into the law or something. Maybe it's something like that. I do not know. But this right here would be a little bit of a flag to me. Now, again, he's been to court. They're being open about this, okay? He was involved in that situation. He's listed on this report that, yeah, I got in a little trouble over a little something. So, I mean, he's being open about it. It's in the reports. He's not trying to hide it. So, maybe he learned his lesson. I don't know. I really don't know, but it would make me think a little bit about getting into the stock. If you're in it, be cautious. Watch the price action. It is it's active on Twitter. LGBS is waiting news anytime. A news release will be provided. This was on August 21st. What's the latest? Let's go to the latest. Looks like somebody may have made a video about it. I've not watched the video. So, where do you put the odds a sharp might be involved? Even though he stopped. Anyway, there's some excitement on Twitter. Okay? Excitement on Twitter about it. A lot of tweets. Again, if you don't know how to search on Twitter, right here, put a $sign in front of the ticker, do a search, and then you'll see what everybody's saying about the stock. So, they're claiming there's going to be news soon. So, they're building excitement. They're trying to be transparent. The little legal thing, they're being transparent about that. So, I don't know, maybe these stocks off of news, they do spike. I've talked about it before. I'll say it again. The hype is what sometimes will cause the spikes on Reddit, stock twits, Twitch, just all your some of your gaming medias, like Twitch, is being used for talk about stocks. So you get a group of people together. You're talking about a stock, you get them interested, there's a whole group that buys into the stock, the price goes up. It's just simple as that. Wall Street Journal's been doing that for years. They've got, I don't know how many subscribers. They release a story about a stock. Maybe it might be a young company, it might be like Apple. Generally, when a story comes out, the stock will go up in price. The volume will start rolling, and you see a little bit of fluctuation in the price. So there's definitely excitement about Twitter. I would be careful though, because it does concern me about that article about this guy, and that, on the other hand, it might make you feel a little more at ease that they reported it. Now, another thing about this, if you go into, and I'm not going to log into E-Trade to prove this, but there's a similar site. This is not it. Legend Business Group. This is not the real site. So right now, I clicked on this on E-Trade. I went in, and this is where it took me. And I'm like, that's not the same site. That's not the same site that's on OTC Markets. The difference between this is there's not an S after Legend Business Group, and then there's a Legends Business Group, which this website has been I went out to the Internet Archive. It's been under construction for a little while. That's okay. It don't take nothing to throw up a website. They're active on Twitter. So, and they're filed, so they're OTC Pink. Okay? So they're pink current. There's not a whole lot of information here about. Most of your information is probably going to be on StockTwits, going to be on Twitter, maybe Reddit. Discord is another site that you can go to that has stock groups on. So the hype's going to come off of the social media groups. As you can see here, the Legends with a S, the correct website is on otcmarkets.com. I'll leave a link for that in the description, just so if you want to go check it out yourself. Like I always say, don't chase trades. Don't go off of what I say off the stock. Go out and verify. When I say something in a video talking about the stock, go out and actually look at the links and look for the information yourself, okay? So they're filing financials. They don't have they're not showing that they're bringing in any money. So that's not really going to motivate a whole lot of people. And they're not low float. So they are filing. They were behind. This was probably a shell before. Maybe not. Again, I've not been following the company, so I don't know the history of it. So since 2016, they had not filed anything. So they're trying to become pink current. They filed enough to satisfy the OTC. So they do still have a shell risk on them. And it's probably because they don't have any financials or showing that they're making any money. So I guess they're just trying to get started here in 2021. The pandemic's probably not helped anything, as it's hurt a lot of other businesses the past year or so. So let's jump on. Let's see. We'll visit the website. They had 2 months ago. They had on Global Newswire on July 8th. They had a news story. Now, if you look at the stock price, it looks like it's dropped. If they can go out and release some news, they've been up and down. So they're up from what they had been, okay, back earlier in the year. So they are on a steady climb up. So that's that's a plus. When in doubt, zoom out. So go out a year. I mean, they're way up from what they had been. Okay, so the stock is moving. It's probably not moving a whole lot. I don't know. Not till there's going to be news. Looks like it went up, it dropped. I mean, if you can buy the dips, again, I would be cautious. I'd be watching L2. I'd be watching the sales data as it goes through, as the sales go through, and just kind of see what the price is doing. I keep an eye on the VWAP. It looks like it's on a slow climb up, so the price is slowly climbing up. So long term, maybe this might be a good long term stock, but again, I would be cautious because of the fact that one of the main players has had some legal issues. I'll put it nicely. I hesitated to make a video about this. When I saw that, I'm like, oh man, let's try to keep this positive. I don't need to, it could have been, he had an idea, he thought it was a good idea, whatever he did, and he got his hand caught in the cookie jar, and bam, he's paid his price, and maybe he's learned his lesson and trying to turn things around. So give him the benefit of the doubt. The stock was up, it's come down a little bit. I would expect as they release news, the price may go on up. You can see where it was up, it dropped, up and down, but each time it spikes, it holds a little higher price level, and that's not a bad sign. So it's down 8% on the day. So here's the news story they released. Okay, LGBS is pleased to provide the following corporate update. Since his appointment in January, new CEO President Paul Bakajan has been taking proactive steps in turning the company around. The company has now paid our fees to OTC Markets Group, has been in contact with them, working toward getting current. So, I mean, looks like they're working, trying to be transparent. They've gone OTC Pink, so you don't have to worry about the deadline later this month. Some stocks have been already frozen. You can't trade them, but E-Trade, I know, has started freezing some of these stop sign stocks early. So here's a lot of info. Company's website, legendsbusinessgroup.com, OTC Markets. So, I mean, they're doing all the right things. So, we'll see. I'll keep an eye on this stock. We'll see what happens with it. Again, you got to be cautious. You got to be aware of everything when you do your research on the stock. The fact that one of the main players has had an issue, but they're being transparent about it. He's not trying to hide anything. So that might be a good sign. So we'll see what can happen. I would think on some news, this stock is going to spike some more. It's going to climb up some more in price. It's already been up. It's up from what it had been a year ago. It's slowly on the way up. As long as they keep talking about it in Twitter, if the company can release some more global newswire releases and maybe stock people, if there's people on Stock Twits and Reddit and other places that's talking about the stock price can go up. It will go up. It's at a cent right now. So I mean, if it goes to 10 cents, you put $1,000 in there. I mean, you multiplied your money by 10 times if if you go to 10 cents. So, if it goes to $1, we'll see. I don't know what this company's into. So 3 months ago, they had some officers that resigned. So they put some new officers in place. It sounds like they're trying hard to really make something out of this company. I'd be interested to see what their products are, what they're getting into, because if you go back to company profile, it's set to take on mergers and acquisitions. So I don't know. They need some news on what mergers and acquisitions that they're looking into, and this stock may take off. They need to release some new news about something that they're planning on doing. I don't even know what sector. If it's if it's the like a tech, if it's medical, it looks like they're just getting started. So we shall see. We shall see. Let's talk about the next one, HPIL Holding. HPIL Holding is a worldwide diversified technology group. Well, at least they say they're getting into technology. But I have a concern about the stop sign, but it looks like that they have filed to go pink current. So financials, they've got a little bit of financials from 2016. So it looks like they're trying to become pink current. Quarterly report. And they're going to have a investor conference call on September 15, 2021. So we shall see what happens with this. I'm not in either one of these stocks. I was just asked about them. I've been preoccupied. I had a tree that was dying and I didn't want it to fall in the house, and I've been working trying to get somebody to cut it down, and we finally got the tree cleared today. I will post some pictures on my Instagram. I may put some out on my Reddit account. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. So this is off of their website. Cutting edge technology. All right, that's well done. Cutting edge. All right. So one guy's from a record label. Vision that the internet would be eventually a major player in the music, film. Well, that's true. Everything is streaming now on the internet. Most people have internet nowadays. There's still some that's out in the rural areas that don't, but the government's working on trying to get them on the internet with this pandemic. Steven went on to form a groundbreaking streaming video company called VidNet, which went on to become one of the top entertainment websites. I've never been to VidNet, so I don't know why they're saying he's one of the top, but monthly videos, content such as British Telecom, Microsoft, Disney, Lycos. So are they hosting streaming sites for VidNet? Let's go to VidNet. India. VidNet, Indian television. Yeah, okay. Hook, bait, and reel. Okay, this is probably not on the up and up. This is Indian. Okay. That's why. That's why. Okay, so this is probably a popular Indian streaming service, and they're hosting different things. So, all right. So, they show the president. Broad experience driving strategies business across a number of technology segments. He was a true passion for new technology. So these guys are into streaming, it looks like. This guy was in strategy business development for Tower Semiconductor, where he was responsible for driving strategy roadmaps, both customer partner alliances and support of a $1 billion of 2020-2021 revenues. Okay, so these guys are definitely in the tech. This one guy's into weapons. Chief Technology Officer. Privately employed within U.S. military industrial complex. Worked in Naval Weapons Laboratory, Material Science Division. He was involved in the construction of the B-1 bomber. His experience and work history are vast and includes investment technology. And the analyst, Mr. Titanian, I hope I didn't mess his name up that bad. I'm terrible with names. It's registered with the Mensa, an organization wherein only 2% of the population qualify. Mr. Titanian also serves as president of Apogee Dynamics. So he's involved with another company as well. So, they have a stop sign. They look like they're working to go current. I downloaded. Let's jump over here. June 30th. So, looks like they're working on trying to go current. And sometimes it takes a while for the stop sign to leave. Net income before income taxes, $174,217. Tax rate of 21%. Expected income tax recovery from net loss, $36,586. So they're reporting some financials. So they are definitely trying to go pink current. So it's not like it's a dead stock. It's not like the last time you heard from them was in 2016. So they're working towards getting pink current. Verified profile 2021. Transfer agent verified. Now this stock does not have the shell flag on it. So That's a good sign. So either one of these stocks on news could probably spike, and maybe a good way to make a quick buck. It could maybe they're long-term stocks because they're both. If you look at the price, they're both. I mean, this is at like 0.2 of a cent, 2.5 of a cent right now. HPIL. So when they go green current, they could hit a cent easy if there's like news on Global News Wire, Twitter, tweeting stuff, stock twits, Discord group talking about them, Twitch, all stock twits, Reddit, any of the social media spots where people were grouped and they're talking about stocks, it could go up. This is probably a good time if you want to get into this stock. This is probably a good time to be in the stock before news is released. It looks like they're working on going current, possibly upon the release of some news, maybe on Bloomberg or whatever, or who knows, even social media, Twitter. Just another filing, a disclosure about, we got this done. We're fixing to release a new campaign for this video company. Yeah, I mean, it's possibly a good stock to get into. I've not seen a whole lot of stuff. It's not like the people I follow on Twitter's not talking about this stock. So, but I was asked about it by one of my subscribers, so I thought I'd go in. So it looks like they're working to go pink current, so it doesn't look like, I don't know if you can trade on. I've not tried to buy any shares in the stock, but they're working on trying to go pink current. I don't think they're going to get froze or halted at the end of the month. So could be a possible long-term hold. Use your best judgment. I would be careful because in this month there's a lot of stocks that are going to get froze. If they don't get this stop sign, and I'm not 100% sure what the criteria is going to be that the SEC is going to use that's going to freeze this. Are they going to look at the fact that this stock has filed disclosures trying to kill pink current? Maybe they won't halt them. Maybe they won't freeze them. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go down. There's some stocks that I've been in that the SEC has frozen that I just didn't think they were going to get, like Blue Spear. I mean, I thought Blue Spear's got plants around, different parts of the world. They're an energy company, and bam, they got halted because the SEC says somebody's pumping the stock. It's a real company. It's a real company. They have an office in North Carolina. So I mean, I don't know what triggers the SEC to stop these stocks, halt them from being traded. It's crazy what they do. I don't know what they're watching to do this. So, but I mean, they've got a website. They have it about. They're talking about. They're talking about the people that's involved with the company. You can see the executives here. Sure, I mean, it's a cheap stock to buy in. I just wouldn't trade anything that it couldn't afford to lose. And again, I'm not a stock advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an old man in Tennessee. I'm Jerry D in Tennessee, a crusty old man in Tennessee talking about stocks. And that's just what I like to do. But I think I'm going to keep an eye on these stocks. The first one does concern me because one of the main players has had legal issues in the past. It may not be anything. The stock may do well. I don't know. I'm not trying to trash the stock. I'm just saying you need to be aware of things like that when you're looking at the stocks. They're active on Twitter. This one is working on a new office space. They keep tweeting about construction on their office space. So, HPIL holding. You know, it looks like they're trying to be transparent. Maybe they go somewhere. If you look at the, let's look Yahoo. They're on a slow climb up. They did drop recently, and I don't know what would have caused them to drop, but they're still higher than their lower lows over a year ago. So they're still holding a higher price than what they were a year ago. They've spiked several times, probably because of most social media tweets on social media, on news that they've gone pink current. So right here's, I think I went to this article. Yeah, HPIL Holding announces this as officially being approved by the OTC for its OTC IQ application. So they're being transparent. They're releasing news. As they release more news over time. This looks to me like it's a streaming service. I don't know a whole lot about this. They're in Canada. So So I'd just be cautious. I'd watch the stock. If I still green, I'd be all right with it. But if you drop down and it doesn't look like the movement on the stock dies, I'd cut my losses quickly if I was in this stock. I mean, right there, I mean, looks like with this stock would have been the right play. Would have been, if you could have rolled this price up and made you a little money here. I mean, we're almost to a cent. I don't know why that's weird. 0.0098, almost a cent right there in that dip, but you going up. Yahoo, you need to fix your graph. Oh my word, Yahoo, what are you doing? That should be above a cent right here. Look at this. It goes to 6 though, 0.0064, 0.0098. Yahoo, Finance, fix your graph. But anyway, when they spike, they tend to hold a higher price. So I mean, that's a good sign that they're holding the price. Then they'll drop, they'll dip, not quite down to where they were below, but they dipped, and then they come back up, and then they dip again, and they come back. So if you could ride the wave, you can make some bank with this. Keep watching the volume weighted average. Look at your indicators, your MACD, your RSI, and just ride the wave. And looks like within a week or so. I mean, you know, you go in, sell here. Okay, as it goes up, and watch it go dip, and as it starts going up, you watch the L2, and as the prices are going, as it's going up, buy back in, sell up here at this high. But you got to watch the sales going through. You got to have a window open, have access to L2, watch the sales going through, and see what the price action is doing. Because without that, you do not know where the stock is going. So, but if you go to year to date, you can see that they are on a steady climb up. The price is on a steady climb up. This could be a long-term hold for somebody. They are in. One of the guys is in. Streaming media, so I don't know if this stock is connected. One of the guys in this stock is connected with this VidNet, but I don't know if this VidNet is connected with the HPIL. The thing I wonder about, if you go to company profile, it doesn't say what the technology is. It doesn't say what the technology is. So when they release news about what they're going to do or what they're doing, the stock price will probably go up off of that kind of news as well. So They have NFTprocurement.com, Apple G. So NFTs are a hot topic. So that kind of just grabbed my attention. I didn't notice that before. NFTprocurement.com, MedusaIntelligence.com, Apple G, which that was named on the profile for one of the guys. Let's go to this NFT. NFTs are kind of interesting. I don't know a lot about them. Been watching some videos about them. So, NFT auctions, Spice Girls, Janis Joplin, Marilyn Monroe. So NFTs seems to be a hot item here recently. Spice Girls. Auction date to be determined. So, if they're into NFTs, so there's a link back to the other website. So they are definitely into the NFT market stuff. Auction dates have changed. So they're auctioning off NFTs. Janis Joplin. Go to auction. Auction date to be determined. Okay, so that's one of the big things, the Bitcoin and NFT stuff. So this company may go somewhere. NFT is definitely a hot item right now. And the price, like I said, it'll spike and it holds a higher price most of the time when it goes up. It did have a big drop right here, but it's still above, like I said, its lowest lows. It's not hit its low lows. So, and they look like they're trying to they're trying to stay transparent. So, yeah, I may watch this stock. It'll be interesting to see what this stock does. I appreciate my subscriber for asking me about it. I don't think it's a bad thing to get. I mean, I'm a penny stock guy. It's just not one of my stocks that I've been watching. So, but I mean, the price is slowly going up. If you watch the volume weighted average right here, it's on a slow climb up, and it's probably a wave going to wave down, and then it might climb on up. As time goes on, as new news is released. Usually the news, if they keep pumping out news releases and disclosures, Global Newswire, Bloomberg, like I said, tweets on Twitter. This is the one I believe was tweeting about they were working on their office. So once they get their office completed, they start tweeting about their line of business that they're getting into, the technology they're doing. The price will go up. So I don't think they're going to stay. I don't think the stop sign status is going to stick. I think this is going to go away due to the fact that they have been filing. They have been filing here. So this should go away shortly. All of this was filed. They started filing this month, actually, right after the first of the month. So by the end of this month, the stop sign should leave, and I would expect you can still trade this stock. This stock will take off. All it's going to take is some news, and bam, it can take off. And it's cheap. It's a cheap stock to get into right now. Just don't invest anything you can't afford to lose, because anything can be a risk. Again, on the first one, I'm not trying to trash the stock. I just would be concerned. If you're going to invest in these stocks, you need to do the research. Look at the company. Convince yourself this is a good investment. Because things go south on stocks. Things can go south real fast on stocks. I don't think this is going to get frozen. The first one is OTC Pink. The legal issue that one of the main players has on the first one, concerns me, but that may not be an issue with the stock. The stock may continue to move. So I wouldn't write it off. I would just be cautious. I'd keep my eye on it. I would not go buy into it and walk away from it and not watch it. I'll put that out there. So anyway, thank you for watching my video. Sorry I ramble on. I do ramble on a lot. I really got hung up on this article. To be honest, I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to come out. I really got hung up on this. But with the filings that they had released, the disclosures, they mentioned it in their disclosure about the guy. The guy openly is reported this. He's not trying to hide anything. So this guy here, I'm wondering if these two guys are related. Probably same family, maybe. But they're not trying to hide this. He did state it on the disclosure that he's been involved in that. It doesn't look like it's hurting anything. It's their OTC Pink. So on news, if they need some news on before this is going to take off, though I do feel they're going to have to say, well, we've signed a agreement with intention to acquire the such and such company. So some news like that's going to have to come out for this stock to really take off. It's at 1 cent. It's still cheap. Again, do not invest anything you can't afford to lose. I'm not trying to trash this stock. I'm just saying that one item would concern me about the stock, but in the end, it may not hurt the stock. So that being said, I appreciate you folks. If you stuck it out with me this long, thank you for supporting my channel. I'm trying to build my subscribers base. We're over 300 subscribers, 300 plus subscribers. So I'd love to get up above 1,500 or higher. So I've got a couple of videos I want to talk about some options trading. Not options. Sorry, I'm having a senior moment. I want to talk about dividend stocks. I found some dividend stocks I'm looking into, and I will talk about this in a later video that I'm interested in. There's the decent yield on the dividends, so yeah, I'll be coming out with that soon. But hope you're having a good week. Hope you're having a profitable week. I wish you luck in your trades. Again, don't chase the stocks I'm talking about. Do your research. Make your own decision on this. Don't just go on what I'm talking about. Again, like that first stock, it may not even affect the price of this stock, the one item that I brought up. This stock may do well, but it's going to take some news. It's going to take some news releases, some tweets on Twitter, social media. And the price right now is low. Like I said, if it goes up to 10 cents, goes up to 30 cents, you've made 30 times your money. You've turned $1,000 into $30,000. And it could happen fast. Just all they got to do is release some news. So it's a cheap stock to get into. Again, the other stock, HPIL is a lot cheaper. When they go OTC Pink and release some news, I expect they're going to go up again. So that's two possible stocks. If somebody's looking for something to jump into and hoping to make a little bit here in the next 6 months, this might be a couple of stocks to look into. It might be something you might want to do some due diligence on. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good end of the week. I hope the weekend coming up is good for you. Try to stay safe. Try to stay well. Try not to catch the coronavirus. I know there's been some spikes. Oh, I'll be glad when this is all over with. But anyway, stay safe. Good luck. Be cautious. And hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Hey, thanks for coming by. Glad you checked out the video. Hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye. Bella's got to be right up under me, don't you, Bella? Oh, my word. Cloudy day, looks like it may rain. Clouds out over the valley. East Tennessee Valley. And Bella, she's just happy to be around.